My name is Barry McLeod. I'm a youth worker here in Mission. I've been working here with Youth Unlimited since 1993. We've seen a lot of young people with a lot of challenges and needs in their life. Some of them homeless, some of them couch surfing, but basically homeless. We thought it's time to take it to the community, so we went and did a public forum at the Mission Leisure Center.
January 2014, I saw a little article in the local Mission Record about any public people would like to come to a public hearing about homelessness and homeless youth in Mission if we wanted to go to a meeting.
And partway into our search, community services, the director Sanjay said, well, what about the house right behind community services? It's vacant and maybe it could be used.
So it came to the point where somebody was able to offer a house. Other people like us were able to offer time. And we're like, let's get this going. Let's make it happen.
So a group of us went to check it out, see if that was a possibility. And the day we went into the house to check it out to see if it would work, one of the workers, community workers, came to me and she said, "There's a guy in the closet." And I'm going, what? And we go, and sure enough, there was a homeless guy, had been living in the house that wasn't being used, and he goes running past people and left. And we realized, well, here's an example of the very need that we're here talking about, kids that have nowhere to go and they're living in abandoned buildings.
It's a really incredible story of people working together to make something happen without ego, without agendas, or without organizational mandates getting in the way. There's churches, Christian organizations, members of the community, just all working together with complete unity.
The last year or so, we started in June 2014, started renovating and working on what has now become my house, Mission Youth House. And it took a lot of work because it was mostly volunteer labor. And we've had literally thousands and thousands of dollars of materials provided and thousands of hours of labor provided for free.
We're like, okay, this house is literally a crack shack, so we need to renovate this big time. So once we got the word out that this is what needs to happen, the generosity from the community was like overwhelming. We've had a plumbing company do about 40 grand worth of work. I was having a barbecue with a friend of mine, and I was sharing, it was early on in the stages of my house, and I was sharing what we're doing, and he said, well, hey, how about if I fix up a vehicle and I'll make it real fancy, we raffle it off. And I'm like, oh, okay, sure. I didn't really think it would happen because that sounded like a pretty grand idea. Like, I thought, yeah, right, you have the time. Well, the next day, literally, he calls me up and says, so I bought the Jeep. I'm going to start renovating this. In the end, it's going to be a $15,000 off-road Jeep, all the bells and whistles. So he called up all his suppliers, all his friends. They all started donating everything you could think of that an off-road Jeep would have. Huge rims, huge tires, shocks, sound system. It went from a $400 Jeep that he bought with his own money to now it's a $15,000 off-road beast. We're raffling that off. All the proceeds, because he gave it to us, are going to my house. And he spent tons of time and his own money doing this. He's also trying to build his own house. He put this in front and above his own house. And he is being blessed like crazy, and I think changed too, because he's experiencing what generosity can do. So this went from a crack shack ready to be torn down, because it was, to now a place that someone could call home. If I can be generous towards them with time, with love, or with helping them be resourced, I think their lives can change. And I've seen it happen, and it's just a bug in me that I can't get out.